Yes. Everything is forgiven. Your student debt loans is forgiven and all that shit. Which I fucking agree with. These motherfucking predators. Anyways, Pirate Radio episode 66. The best fucking podcast in Washington Heights. We're going to start in Washington Heights. Block by block. Street by street. Avenue by avenue. Whatever the hell you want to call it. And then it's going to become in Manhattan. Nah, Manhattan's too much, right? Then from Washington Heights, we're probably going to go to like Kingsbridge. You know what I'm saying? About where Target is at. And we're going to go like that, like a gang. You know what I'm saying? We're going to control that block first. Then we're going to go to fucking the whole Manhattan, the whole shit. The best podcast in the Bronx. Who's making a podcast in the Bronx better than this shit? Where I can get away with saying faggot in it. On YouTube. Huh? I'm not going to get paid. I'm not going to get monetized. I'm not going to get no views. That's why, of course. But shit. Respect it. Let me take the sip. Damn it, the best podcast in New York City right now. Fuck Fox News making podcasts and they consider it, then, you know, they get all the profits and all that, all the fucking glamour and shit because, nigga, of course, that's a fucking backed up company. And good thing I don't get that much views. But anyways, yo, so I already know that obviously like every other week shit's been hitting the fan left and right. But y'all already know how I do. I keep it fucking central when it comes to Democrats and Republicans. They all fucking bugging out after all the... Is Joe Biden gonna give the fucking what is it, the college shit? Tuition? It's like he's gonna do it, then he changed his mind. That's when you know this is all going to fucking shambles. And, you know, they will not let you see the fucking Republicans fucking jumping up for arms and shit. Nah, nigga, y'all better fall back. Who's our greatest allies? People in the Middle East or your own American citizens? This is why they can't have me as a fucking moderator or some shit. Because of course they're gonna have an answer for everything. I'm not gonna have an answer for everything, but I'm gonna use the logic. You can't listen. It's like when you have when you like a power puncher, and you know you're gonna go against that fucking boxer that he's gonna fucking jab your ass the whole fight. You're not even feeling that shit. You know what I'm saying? His strongest punch, you know, it got you a little tipsy, but not that crazy. And all you know is just that logical one punch that's gonna fucking flatten his ass out. But you gotta wait for it, and you gotta strike perfect timing. That's how it is with logic. And that's why I had to do the job for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Diesel did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. I mean, you know, like the Jay-Z verse. The Jay-Z line. You know what I'm saying? H to the Izzo. Come on now. Hove did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. I did that. I went through the fucking... Of course, we were all living in the fucking Democrat side, but y'all too fucking narrow-minded. Y'all won't even think about the opposite side, but whatever. I did that for y'all. And I was like, yo, this is a better side over here. Have you ever heard this? It's like the first Dominican person that went to New Jersey. But it's aquí está bueno. That's what it was. And I also saw the bad shit. Because they do have their backhanded racism. But picture this, right? Just imagine if America, United States of America, was all owned by blacks, American blacks, right? And you have these white people that can't stop shooting each other. White on white crime. You know we would have been with some bullshit like, all right, man, y'all fucking crackers. Stop killing each other, crackers. And then it's like, hey, well, hold up. We live in a society that if you say that, you know, chill. You know we're going to be like, man, fuck that shit. Y'all crackers is killing each other. Well, now think about that, but reversed. Because I have conversations with my friends and they're like, you know, the white man. And listen, the white man, hell yeah. But when you hear too much of the white man, it's like, yo, but hold up. yeah, I know we have to keep that blame on them because, nigga, hell, if they really wanted to help, they would have helped. But that's their fault and our fault. Their fault because it's like the help y'all giving is like, it's like, oh, backhanded warfare. Oh yeah, we dropping guns though, we dropping drugs though. And it's our fault because it's like, if we know that they do that all the time, then why hasn't our playbook changed? Listen, the first person that created the running back play that was unstoppable, maybe let's say a sweep or ISO, where you go right through the fucking line. You think that team kept saying like, well, let's keep using our same defense then, even though we can't stop it? No, they adjusted, you dumbasses. They adjusted. Now they say, all right, let's put two in the middle or whatever the hell. I don't even know that much about football formations like that, even though I'm nice at Madden. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, clutter the middle. Leave the outside a little open. Mix it up also so they won't get too used to it. It's about adjusting. Because it's crazy how video games can give you pointers on life. It is art, you know what I'm saying? So, and not only that, it's sports. But you would have not known that shit if it wasn't for video games. I definitely wouldn't, you know what I mean? So, video games help. So you have to strategize. But we don't even strategize. On top of that, we killing each other. That's fucking recycling racism. And yo, and by the way, that little recycling racism, I could have just been like, oh yeah, I made that up. No, but Kanye said something like that. Maybe he got it from somebody else, but it's recycling racism. I think he said real estate racism, where they just keep all profits, which is kind of true. But this is, we recycling racism. It's like we're plastic. They're gonna reuse us. And then by them you doing that on us, eventually it's gonna impact our seed, and our seed is gonna do that shit to their seed, which is all of us passing the torch of fucking gangster lifestyle, which most of us don't even want to live. It's just that we don't have that fucking power to say, y'all drug dealing up in here? Y'all selling drugs? All right, get the fuck out of here. If not, we'll call the cops. And ain't no snitching. Nigga, I dare you to say we snitching. And the heaviest hitter of the block is the one that's agreeing with y'all to hit on them niggas, whoever's doing it. You see, it's that fucking mentality. And that's why I understand when people who come from a different country, they don't consider themselves Americanized, and we feel like, yo, you part of us, and you don't consider it. Like, no, because they came with a culture. Over there, I mean, they do got their bullshit over there, because it's not like you can't go to their country, everybody's country, whether DR, Jamaica, Cuba, whatever, and you don't have your own people killing each other. That's been going on. You even have that fucking in Europe. But do the Jews do that? They probably do, right? In the basement, and you would never know that person's name. Be like, yeah, he went back to Israel. Yeah, right. But that's what we need to get to. At least our own police. At least our own police. I saw that shit in Brooklyn, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? And it had real police. The car looked like a police car. Just less stripes or some shit. Like, you know how a police car got mad obvious blue stripes and shit? And I was like, what? And their own ambulances. That's when you know ambulances. Did I say that right? That's when you know they care at least about their block. You will never see that shit here. I mean, I'm in a block that I will think that if they do something, like, somebody will be like, whoa, you know, as the community. But you have fucking communities in the Bronx, I think it was, where old people are getting attacked by, like, people who are not even teenagers, like kids. And they blaming the fucking grown-ups. The grandpops blaming the grown-ups. Not even them. Obviously them, of course, but they just saying like, yo, people just popping kids and just letting them, you know what I'm saying? And that's all goes back to abortions. Because people just love to fuck. Oh, you love to fuck, huh? Ooh, hell yeah. Yo, that bitch sucked my dick. Oh, yeah, all that. All right, give a round of applause. But when it comes to raising the kid and being there, isn't it crazy? This is what I be thinking. Isn't it crazy that it feels so good to fuck? We all do everything just like that whole getting jiggy and all that shit. That's all to attract the female, the opposite sex, or whatever the fuck y'all want. But here's the fine print. If you go in raw and she keeps the kid, you're fucked. Because unless y'all become a happy family and it becomes like some Family Matters shit, but you know, you can't have an argument with her. I want to go to these fucking concerts. Come on, don't you think we should be in the house? Child support. And you be like, oh, okay. In layman's terms, that's how it is. Because they give him so many support. Hey, baby, I think we should just stay home and, you know, I want the Louis Vuitton purse that costs $50,000. Baby, you know, I can't afford it. Child support. You be like, all right. Primo, préstame algo ahí. You know what I'm saying? Yo, babe, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? You came 2 hours late from your job. I was in Home Goods the whole time. Whoa. Come on. Child support. Oh, okay. I believe it. Like, yo, they can use that fucking Pokemon card the whole fucking time, nigga. And what you gonna do? They're gonna whip that one out. It's like if Jay-Z does his best song, but is in the verses, and Michael Jackson just gotta play Billie Jean over and over, and it keeps getting better and better. That's how it feels like. It feels like a Twilight Zone moment. And that's when you know, or that's when you can see. I'm not saying it's absolute. Nothing is absolute. And if it is, they will hide it. But that's why the men obviously are like, yo, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fellow men, wake up. Because here's the thing. All this is going on. I have to admit, when I heard this, I'm like, nah, fuck out of here. What you mean? What? But you know, humbleness. You know, you sit on things, let it merit, and you be like, damn, you know what? Do you think? You know, I'm a thinker, and I have I don't even mean to say like that, but you know, the devil's advocate, like how you say I'm playing devil's advocate. I have that side in me too, where I question my own shit. So I can make sure by the time this shit leaves the printer, it's out of here. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I just don't be, reaction mad fast. And then you think about it later. Like, oh, what the fuck? I should never say. Nah. I mean, I tried the best I can, but it is what it is. So when I heard that all this shit is really men's fault, I was like, fuck. You know what I mean? But it's true. You know why? Because that nigga right next door that always say hi to you, and you think that just because y'all probably went to a baseball game, that if he don't see your wife over here, he won't try to press on her. That shit like that you got to deal with. And you can never control that, right? But if everybody at least stood on some grounds, nigga, all right, I'm not gonna say, oh baby, you can go sleep over his house and sleep in between him and his wife. Not like that, but you know, at least you feel a little bit safe that you know you got comrades. That's what we do. And they splitting little by little like hairs throughout fucking decades. FBI, hold up. Nah, but it's true. That's the whole point. You can't buy with sugar no more. You know, I always say that in every other podcast. And obviously to clear that up, like I do every time I say that, not particularly sugar. Sugar is just the exaggeration, but now, every time I say that, I also preface it with this. You do have those people that you would just lend them $20 and then they just come back to your house like nothing happened. That gets me pissed. Like, don't, you know, but here's the thing. I also, now let me counter that with this. I also lend, if I would lend, planning on losing that money. Because you know how hard it is to be like, yo, nigga, my nigga, shit. Yo, you know I'm gonna buy some shit that costs $20 and shit. And nigga, you try to get him like the fuck? I can't do that. I can't. But you know what I'm saying? So when you hear something like that, like it's our fault, yeah, because we all should have had a fucking boundary. We need to be a tribe. And the reason I use this whole fucking idea is because just humanitarian shit like that, where now we have a whole block, and it's not a gang. Your block is whack. Your block is no, knock it off, nigga. Because we all agree, each block connects like fucking, like it becomes a chain. Each link, you know what I'm saying? And now we can fucking influence politicians, because you want to be a politician. You just want to be kind of like a celebrity, but it's just, we just talking politics now. Not everybody want to be a celebrity, but you know what I mean, because you are the face. Like I talk shit about being president and all that shit, which I can't do, but it's like you're gonna be the face of something. And fuck it, the worst comes to worst, I have to do it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want that publicity. But all right, we'll put you on, but you gotta do this. And if you don't do this, you won't go for back to back, and you're gonna lose. At the end of the day, these people lose, but they get embarrassed. It's not que, oh, I lost, I got money. No, they get embarrassed, because that's their like, these people have, you know, dinners with a lot of people que ellos están toditos rompiendo ojo. Who NH, who dick is bigger? And when I say NH, I mean no homo, which I shouldn't even say that because I'm way too old for that. And I fucking look, I look at people who still say it like funny, but whatever. But you know, it's a whose dick is bigger contest. Like everybody, and then it's like what our parents be having now. Don't get it twisted. When they throw in, oh, my kid blank blank blank. Shit, what you think your parents gonna say? They like, nigga, I watch this. Nigga, my kid blank blank blank, nigga. Because nigga, my kid shot JFK, nigga. And y'all imagine. That's what it is. And we need to get away from that though, for real. We need to get away from that. Again, because we all a fucking link. Not like here, how we having the Heights that they use the same fucking politician who's a Democrat, by the way. Makes sense. Washington Heights. You see why I get pissed? So he comes here, he dances a little merengue, and he's out. And then he tells you, yo, vote for me for Congress, nigga. Nigga, of course they're gonna vote, nigga. When y'all bored, he just throws a fucking merengue parade, nigga. And then we're like, oh, you see, he's doing shit. No, at least even when I say I get pissed, I want to go outside and fucking play the knockout game and shit. So of course they're gonna win that shit, cause nobody gonna be like, yo, hold up. But I'm not talking about one person, cause obviously that ain't gonna be like, yo, let me fucking pay these gang over there 20,000. No, not even 20,000. Yeah. Imagine this podcast gets so crazy that it's literally the Heights is number one. Cause I'm talking shit. But when it really becomes the Heights number one, and I'm fucking convincing people not to vote for a fucking person, nigga, whoever, allegedly, they gonna fucking side out, which is the brokest fake ass gang out here. Yo, y'all gang, y'all got your first hit. How much I do it? I got the sticky. Yeah, and then all you gotta do is give them $5,000 or $10,000. You think that at least a botch, but just when y'all shoot him, like, can y'all please just keep shooting him until make sure you empty the gun and it's hitting his body, because they need to make sure that job gets done. It's gonna look sloppy, but whatever. You think that don't happen? That happens, and why? Because of the money, and that's why I hate money. I hate money. But the community is what needs to be together, because we can avoid shit like that. But you think that can't happen? That could fucking happen, nigga. Don't get it twisted. Allegedly, Hassan Campbell said he got a $20,000 on his head for somebody that because he's speaking out on gangs, and that gang shit is played out. You imagine you hearing people, yo, gangs is played out, and you in fucking jail because of some gang shit? You will be pissed, as you should. Because we all got fucking tricked. I got tricked too. It just, thank God I was a fucking pussy at the same time. That I'm like, whoa, I'm not gonna go with y'all for blank, 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 blank. Cause I'm thinking about my mom's in the crib. I'm thinking about her fucking turning into Brock Lesnar when I go in the door, nigga. All the lights gonna shut down like she's fucking Undertaker, nigga. And I'm gonna get the choke slam. And that's why you need a father figure in the house. Cause nigga, my mom was a fucking G-Unit soldier. Ride out. Like nigga, my mom was on a G-Unit mixtape, nigga. She was gangster. She raised two other boys before. So nigga, with me, she probably like, nigga, I've done this before. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the mom that is mad soft, that doesn't go out on the street and hustle. And I'm not talking about hustle as being a fucking prostitute or some shit, but I mean, hey, some people do that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, that hustles. Because you have people that they just don't know how to fucking go about their life. Like, a job, I don't do this, I can't do this all day. I'm not saying that you don't know your job because you're fucking pissed because you know you could do something better. Let's keep it real. We all have that feeling. But I'm talking about those that doesn't even think like that and just, I don't know, just be an idle mode, that you speak to them and they look like nobody's in there. You know what I'm saying? You do have those people, and they giving birth also. Not only that, but remember, like, just the fact that I'm going off, you already know. Just the fact that we were going to schools with probably kids and bullying kids, because you know when we joke on kids, now that's everything's considered bullying. And they had to go back to their moms being a crackhead, leaving the door cracked open a little bit. You see her giving fucking fellatio. Like, yo, my nigga, this happens. You think it don't? People fucking go to sleep forever with those fucking memories. Nigga, they don't say nothing, not even to their fucking wife. And think about it. Why would they? Nigga, if your wife breaks up, like let's say y'all celebrities and she writes a book, what you gonna do now? Now you gonna kill her? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, right? Like, you never know two sides of the story. I just, now that I just said that, I just thought about, you imagine DK, OJ really killed his wife because she was gonna release some videos of him doing some wild shit. And he, as a black man, he couldn't have that shit at all. And he was like, yo, I don't give a fuck if this shit looks fucking botched. Nigga, take care of the job, nigga. Nah, but you could tell they had to hit Johnny Cochran with the fucking cancer flute, nigga. What's the flute? You know, like the African flute, when they go like that. But it's fucking a cancer dart. What a convenience! Like, what a convenience! Now, what is it? What a coincidence! What a convenience! Oh yeah, man. What a coincidence that this nigga, they were like, yo, we gonna get fucking OJ Simpson. No, that's for sure. We definitely gonna take care of this motherfucker right here. And maybe that happened naturally. It is what it is. Maybe God called him because he, nigga, that mind right there. You know what it is to be a fucking lawyer. That's why people be having a team. Cause you gotta go through mad shit. That's definitely a fucking hell job, nigga. The fact that there's people that really want to be lawyers, that's crazy. You think I'm gonna be stuck in front of a fucking book trying to see every? Cause nigga, you gotta comb through everything. And it's you going against other lawyers. So y'all over here trying to trick each other with fucking words, which obviously to us that should look like Chinese, but to them it's like, oh, so hold up. So with this means that you can eventually do this. Listen, that's why all these politicians, what they do, they all have their bar and all this bar, that, because they're all fucking lawyers. And lawyers are really good fucking liars, because not liars, but they could just conceal shit and create and throw a fucking a Latin word in there. Yes, because, and then they'll put something. And by this law, you will also revisque any law that you wrote before. You be like, oh, revisque. You be like, what the fuck is revisque? It's a fucking Latin word. The fuck a Latin word doing in English? You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. A coup d'etat. You see how these fucking people be using like words like that? A coup d'etat meaning like a takeover, like to your country. Like some people from, you know, from out of another fucking country. Maybe I got that wrong either. But yeah, so people from a different country will not know what the fuck we talking about, but we gotta know what the fuck they talking about, because y'all want to sprinkle some words, because America's a fucking bastardized language in a weird way. So that's how it is. You gotta know all that shit. And imagine lawyers before the internet. Now you can just be like, all right, this is Latin word, let me look this shit up. Oh, it means this. Oh, okay, so that's why we got really no excuse. But man, listen, all this to say, and just to talk about the fucking scams, of these colleges real quick. You have the Republicans going ham. Nigga, taxes. Nigga, taxes what? Because I swear to God, if I bring up Israel, they'll be like, oh, Israel, you know, FBI. But when I mention Israel, they all want to talk about their allies. Nigga, we are their biggest allies. We Americans. You don't want to fucking cut that bullshit out that we had. That now I'm saying we, but obviously y'all represent me. I represent y'all. That we have to fucking, oh, maybe y'all do good in this, and you end up knowing that shit don't pay out in nothing, but schools made their money. That's predatory to your own citizens, you fucking dumbass. And this is why I changed my shit to Republican. Obviously, I voted Republican already for the fucking New York shit and for the last Trump election. But damn, nigga, I gotta keep my eyes on both of these motherfuckers. Cause it gives me the freedom. Like, I don't have to be like, oh, I'm Republican. Then they show me some bullshit like this, and I gotta fucking stay quiet. No, I'm gonna say, nigga, fuck that shit. Cause when I say stop giving money to Israel, y'all want to talk about our biggest allies, and what that means, y'all biggest allies. Who would y'all at? Who is more of an ally? People in Israel, in the Middle East right now, or people in your own fucking country? Especially knowing that these colleges were predatory. And then when you register as a Republican, you're gonna be like, oh, you're gonna tuck that shit in, and then you're gonna start agreeing with them. That's what I don't do. You ain't gonna get that shit here with Diesel, nigga. Pirate Radio episode 66, nigga. We going in. But this is what Pirate Radio it is. This is why I call it Pirate Radio, because you can't go on Fox and say what I just said right now, because you can't. People on TV cannot crack that egg too hard. Let that marinate. People on TV cannot crack your head that much. They could tell you something, let you know why it looks a little weird, and fall back. Which, you know, at the end of the day, that's why people like Tucker Carlson keeps it, you know, people are fucking with him and they know him. Everybody knows who Tucker Carlson is. Because he's going to go ham on shit that looks stupid. He might come off sounding racist, which I'm pretty sure he gives a fuck more about white. I hope he cares more about white people than blacks. That means that if he cares more about blacks than whites, nigga, that means he's a traitor to his own fucking tribe. And we don't need a fucking traitor. Okay, give me a round of applause for that one. I think I got that shit from somewhere else. But yeah, nigga, love your country. Love not your country. Hey, you can tell white Americans about white people when I just said your country. But nigga, love your people more than ours, because I love my people more than ours. So don't get it twisted. That's why people are like, oh, these white people, they racist. I'm like. Now, but before I used to be like, yeah, hell yeah, he racist, nigga, because I thought everybody's supposed to giving us a hug. No, nigga, you think if I was Chinese, you think I'm a fucking gonna be on some chili kid? Oh yeah, I love y'all blacks and Hispanics more than us. No, nigga, I'm gonna go ching chong, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bow down, nigga, to the fucking altar or whatever the hell they pray to, the dragon or some shit. But nigga, like, you gotta care for your own people. And I don't know if you get that because when we get older or whatever, but it's like, nah, nigga, at the end of the day, put it like this, and I hate doing extremes, but this is how I think. This is how I kind of like use extremism to solve thoughts that I be having. We talk all about this, racism. So let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Let's say it's his kids and your kids. Which one he gotta save? What you gonna say now? Go. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, okay. No, you're fucking wrong. Exactly, right? I'm not bugging, yo. Am I bugging? So think about it like that. They see themselves in that other person. Let me even go deeper than that. We're going deep water. So like the ducky and shit around your waist, like the Carlton Bank shit that he had, the safety shits for the water. You don't even need that. We're gonna go deep, but I'm gonna hold your hand. So I'm not gonna let go, and we're gonna come right back. But we're gonna go to deep water. It's gonna go over. It's gonna go over our heads. Well, not my head. I must be a little bit tall on this one. But even that happens within our own culture. If you're Dominican and he's Dominican, pero este de Santiago, they're gonna chill more because they know their fucking cities. They know each other probably. You see how that means? That's tribalism. That's racism in the smallest amount without being racism, but it is racism. Obviously, you had that one person like, man, can you believe that he's from my city, and I still have more of a brotherhood with the person from the other city? You feel me? That happens. Just like I'm pretty sure there's white people, a lot, that chill with more black people because their own white people kind of betray them. Vice versa with white people and black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, when you come here and you black and he's black, but he's Jamaican. So then the other dude that came in, he's Jamaican. What happens? See what I'm saying? We all break down, which it's okay. All I'm saying is that when y'all regroup, remember who we are. You know, if somebody gets you mad and you know it's their fault, if he's coming in for war, settle it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Swing the sword over the head, over the neck. Go for the kill. But not no innocent shit like we're gonna go rob this old lady. We're gonna rob this kid from around the block. We're gonna rob this guy who looks just like me. And I'm gonna do it because I don't even know him and he lives in another borough or another state. Nah, man. And I'm not even gonna say do it to that person that doesn't look like you. Let's do it to this Indian nigga. He looks like a pussy. Let's do it to him. Nah, you can't do that either. You know why? Because that means that you're doing it for what? What you going? You gonna do it to what? Steal his soul? Nah, nigga, this ain't no video game. What, you gonna kill him to steal his soul? You're gonna kill him because he has something that you want. And you know what gets me pissed off? That we as blacks and Hispanics, we be like, oh, I'm not a hater, nigga. I'm not a hater. And you robbing somebody. Or you cutting a nigga out of something that he probably gave you a heads up on. You see what I'm saying? That's hate. That's all that is levels of hate. So I don't want to hear that I'm not a hater, but I rob a nigga chain. I rob a nigga chain. Like, come on now. This is why I like hip hop. I love it, but it's like an abusive relationship, me and hip hop. Because when I was a little kid, ooh, that's why like Homecoming from Kanye West is such a beautiful song. Which he got the idea, let's keep it real, from Common. I used to love her. And he's talking about hip hop. But he talked about hip hop like a fucking sloppy hoe. Nigga, like, damn, nigga, like, I see you cheating on me. God damn. Can you at least create another profile and act like, you know, that ain't you? Shit. But that's what it is. It started so beautiful. Then it got hit with the plan. And what it did, just when you thought we were going to go, oh, yeah, making us talk about violence against our own brothers? Hell nah. Nigga, we went the other route. Yeah, nigga. And then that whole fucking gangster hip hop, which it was dope. I ain't gonna lie. You think I ain't like no songs? You know what I'm saying? But you can't. It's so real to us. That's when you know, like, white people cannot recreate what we create as blacks and Hispanics. It's so real to us that we can't play with it. Like, we can't just be like, yo, nigga, when I see you suck my dick, and then when you see him, like, hey, what's up, man? It's all business. Like, nah, because we so real. That's when you know we're Israelites, but I can't even hit y'all with this because maybe if I get more views, I'll hit y'all with that. Maybe I won't. I should just say it now. Fuck it, right? This is all. I'm doing the FBI knock with my pen. This is all part of the plan when you know the Bible. The Bible is so ahead of its time. because while those churches in from the suburbs to the fucking Valentine Avenue, whether they're giving the whole fucking and everybody's hitting with the drums and shit, and they hit you with a couple of verses and they pass that plate, nah, there's deeper shit in the Bible. I don't blame y'all for not giving a fuck about the Bible, as blasphemous as that sounds to me. But I was an atheist, you know what I'm saying? So let's keep it real. When you see how people explain it, and you know the best way to start, and it's gonna be entertaining anyways, but look at the Hebrew Israelites that they be in the streets and they go ham on white people. I ain't gonna front. But it kind of raises your eyebrows to listen, and then when you listen, you be like, oh, hold up, nah, y'all niggas is lying. Y'all lying, because when I get this Bible, and okay, y'all saying the KJV version, because you know there's different versions of the Bible. Okay, let's go with the KJV version, the most popular one. Isn't the most popular one what y'all saying? Yeah, fucking right. Let me go to it. And when you go to it, it's word by word what they saying. So that means that, and not only that, the reasoning behind what they say is beast. Like, I listen, by me, if you think by me considering myself or subscribing to that, you know how much fucking research I must have did. I'm not trying to get listen, part of it is I'm not trying to get embarrassed, and that's being just prepared and scared. So you're just gonna do the research a lot. You're not just gonna jump left and right, building a building and shit with no foundation under, like how y'all be doing with the fucking Democrats every 4 years. Like y'all not keeping track of the repetition. That's like your paycheck going from $5,000 every 15 days to $645 every paycheck, and you still don't notice. You're still dancing and you're in the club. That's what it is to be like a Democrat. So anyways, it's ahead of its time, and it's in the Bible. It spoke about this. We cannot fucking join together. It seems like it's the last days. It seems like shit is circling down the drain, but it's in a weird way a a double-edged sword when it comes to it, because you're like, God damn, this how, like, you see it in front of your face. What sucks is that, like, what I separate from that is like, damn, if I would have had kids, I wouldn't want to wish for those days, because I want him to, like, you know, my kids to reach where I'm at. It's easy for me to say, nigga, I'm on my 30s. Imagine people in their fucking 50s, in the 60s, in the 80s, and they're like, this is the last days, and it's like, you want that shit because you're gonna die, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, I be thinking about that shit, and I'm still in my early 36, you know what I'm saying? So it just feels like, imagine, I can't say imagine, because that's the beauty of life. Like, life is weird. Everybody is passing the torch. So you can't say, oh, before this year, nobody know what happened. No, everybody was being born before. Somebody had to be your father. That's for sure. Because we can't just fist bump, me and a chick, and then a kid comes out. We have to fuck. And that's really intimate. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we were alive right now at every moment of this speech that I'm saying, this podcast, every second up to just now, we still alive. Our DNA is still alive. That's why procreate is important, and that's why you see the opposite being promoted. We all hear if you make it in Hollywood, if you're in the record and music industry, yada yada. We all hear that. You don't think that's true though? Sometimes, because we can't say it's obviously true if we just gonna go look at certain cases. But has it stopped? I don't think so. For whoever's doing that, it must be some power control shit, and power goes above money. Because some people just take the money and be like, I bet. Some people don't even care about that money. They be like, nah, it's the power. So that's something, you know, a little bit more weirder when it comes to like inflicting pain. Eventually it's inflicting pain, but it's basically sinning. We all sin, but we not inflicting pain. Some do, of course. Many of us do, of course. And we may not know it. You might inflict pain for a chick if you don't like her. You be like, yo, I don't want to go out with you no more. That's inflicting pain. Especially if this chick is really on your shit. She'll go fucking, she earth herself, nigga. You looking crazy. I remember one of my exes, I ain't gonna say the name, but I know one of my exes said that shit to me. And I was like kind of pet. I was like, oh fuck, what the fuck is this? Flash forward, nigga, she got kissed by somebody else. How life goes, right? Anyway, enough of this shit. I was speaking 40 fucking minutes about this shit. Have y'all seen the fucking AI rapper? That was a slap in the face. You see, it all connects. It's a takeover. The FBI is coming out saying, hey, we're the Nazis. We're the Gestapo this whole time. We fucking allegedly did the JFK hit. Allegedly with some Italians. Allegedly. It's all look obvious. It all looks obvious. You saw what the redacted paper that they supposed to show, like, yo, what's the reasons and shit. Nigga, the whole shit was redacted. Redacted means like when they show you papers that it gets declassified, but the redacted part is basically like a black censor bar. So you can't even read what the fuck it says. And all these Democrats and all that shit, they were like, oh, that's gonna see, what are you gonna see? And now they gotta hear people say, well, it was quite a lot of redacted. Yeah, they can't come up with nothing no more. And you know what gets me mad? That the people who are close to me cannot see the bullshit. I thought we was all on the same page. You can't see. Y'all never seen Tom and Jerry, where you know Jerry never gonna get caught because that's the end of the season? How the fuck y'all don't get it that it's a new shit all the time and Trump gets away? And I'm not on some gets away shit like on some he got a good lawyer and he's fucking John Gotti. No, nigga, these people want to find any slip up on him and it's not happening. And it's so many and it feels so impossible that it's obvious that Trump is getting backed by somebody bigger than all of this shit. Or a side or a group of people within behind the curtain of the government that now got the upper hand. Because the Democrats are looking crazy. And it's non-stop fucking headlines. It's all being rushed. Which makes sense because now the Democrats look mad desperate. Like, you would not hear Biden right now talk about like he don't care about the Trump fans. When usually back in the days you will never hear President really talk about like that. They will be like, well, they should come and they should understand, and they should see if I can maybe change their mind. Everything is being split straight down the middle. To the point that even Eminem told his own fans, this is can you believe that shit? That's why Eminem, yo, you broke my heart. You know how Fat Joe said, you broke my heart. Nigga, you broke my heart. You was all this rebellious ass motherfucker that don't give a fuck. And you over here talking about like, this is draw the line right here. If you fuck with Trump, like this is the last. I was like, nigga, please. The illest nigga, please. You get the nigga please award. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. That's why your own white people was like, man, fuck you. Yeah, nigga. And I'm not no tough guy. Don't get it twisted. Don't get fucking Voice of 5'9" on me. But it's the truth, nigga. Like, nigga, I thought you was supposed to bang. That wasn't hip hop. That wasn't hip hop. I'm looking for the hip hop moment. You know what was hip hop? Just recently, when fucking Kanye West said, I'm not gonna apologize for my bullshit that I be doing. Listen, yeah, Kanye, that should look like garbage bags. I get it. But then Kanye said that shit was construction bags. Kanye is a person that really likes about details. Like, he details everything. So I believe him. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, Jesus Christ, y'all keep coming after him. Why don't y'all fucking investigate Roman Polanski? What was going on with him? You see what I'm saying? Y'all not even touching. Y'all not even reminding us about the fucking the Ghislaine Maxwell. It looks like when shit goes so heavy, y'all have to be like, oh fuck, man. Ghislaine Maxwell. It was on the news again. She's anyways. On 2 black people killed each other over here. Like you could tell the news is like fuck, and not them because I'm pretty sure they all just doing the job. It's a bunch of puppets. It's the news channels up that be like, yo, we're gonna, nigga, when it was about Trump, you saw the news. It was Trump dick all the time. And you're gonna tell me that the president's son is having crazy ass pictures of his laptop, and they know it. They all know it. They all know it. And they can't say shit. That's the beauty of it. That's the part that we need to just all be on this hurry up and be on, not on the same page, but damn, can y'all just see this bullshit so we can enjoy the masterpiece that's going on right now? Because now everything turned backwards on them. We supposed to enjoy this part. This is the biggest shit, the funniest shit ever. This, fuck The Boys or whatever that TV show is. This is the greatest TV on right now. But y'all don't see it like that. I see it like that. I'm playing the game. I'm playing the video game. At the end of the day, even though I shouldn't, I'm just with the Most High right now. But I shouldn't be playing with these games. But I just, I enjoy it. This is my simulation I got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And who knows, like maybe it was my IG or whatever the hell, or this podcast, the wrench that kind of tweak somebody's screw and be like, whoa, hold up, that makes sense. And then they do their own research and then they find out, and now they gotta carry that cross, nigga. You know that cross that everybody thought that you was like them, but you're not. You're like, hold up, I'm thinking a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up, this looks like this, and then the circle smaller and smaller. Because we tribal. Once again, let's go back to the tribalism shit. Once you're thinking different, you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm talking about thinking different on something as big as this. Because, we over here know, like, nigga, you like the fucking, the Mets, I like the Yankees, or whatever. Or Boston and Yankees. But I'm talking about as big as this when it comes to, like, human nature laws in a weird way. This is laws. Because back in the days, you could have been like, oh, well, he punched your sister? Yeah, you can go kill him. Eventually, they were like, yo, hold on. Not a killing, but like, let's punish him. And then it became jail. And then it became whatever. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, before I forget, I was going to speak about the AI rapper. And I know I mentioned this shit probably before, but that AI rapper, so you see that shit everywhere, right? Everybody's speaking about it. But when I was like, oh, what the fuck? When it's like the AI rapper, obviously all computer generated, being voiced by somebody, though that's human, but still, this is a little entry. This is a Trojan horse, and he's over here like, yeah, the cops tried to get me, man, police brutality. And I was like, oh, but look how they're using that influence. Now, you got to tell somebody, hey, can you make a video acting like you got profiled by a cop so you can, drill down these young kids that are really in the hood? Not like you're rich, but these kids in the hood to grow up thinking that, cops is the most evil person when it's really their own people in a way, in a sad way. They're not going to go through all that. No, they're going to say, hey, but now when they have their own AI generated rapper, in case that shit takes off, guess what? That's all profit. And the fact that, I'm pretty sure there's young kids that's going to be like, hell yeah, this is dope. Like, no, nigga. I know we're playing a lot of Fortnite, but hold up, nigga. Like, can you see what's coming down? Like, that's the jab. Don't just go be like, oh, he gonna jab it. He gonna throw the fucking right hand right after that, or the left hand. It's the 1-2. They gotta hit you with the jab, then the other hand. Boom. Right back, right behind it. Bang, bang. You gotta make sure you keep your hands up at all times, man. That's the motto over here also too. It's like the Mayweather fight with Ortiz. When he got knocked out because he wanted to fucking like hug him too much. And at the end of the day, it seemed like a cheap shot, but keep your hands up at all times. All times. You gotta fucking move like Mayweather, man. Then eventually, think about it. The jab was that, right? Don't even pay attention to it. Think about the future of that. Think about like how they're gonna tell our kids, yo, these motherfuckers is whack, and they're gonna start telling you who to vote for, basically how they do with Jay-Z. These rappers don't want to get embarrassed anymore, so they looking for new ways. And the fact that they literally said that the name of the rapper, whatever the fuck his name is, got dropped. The way they say they dropped, like, nigga, what you mean drop? Like, that nigga's not even human. Well, that whole idea, that's what they must have used. And people use examples of like prior shit, but it's not the same. We are smarter now. We see the long route. It's like we giving them the whole game. And we so divided that by now, dando aco, that we don't have our own shit. And when I say our own shit, I'm talking about some fucking 50-50 type of shit that it would just make so much sense, but it will make so much money because we all united. But until then, right? What they don't get is that they ruining art. In layman's terms, they ruining art. It's bad enough the music now fucking sound like special ed music. Like when you pass by that class and you could tell that's a special ed class, and they trying to make, you know, they doing hip hop music, and you're like, oh shit, that's a special ed. Oh, so you gotta be like, yo, you're nice, but you know in the back of your head, like, yo, nigga, you're a special ed. That's how it sounds. And to see these fucking people bob their head to this shit, that's what makes it more hilarious. Nigga, we thought we were supposed to get better shit than this. If Jay-Z would have been like, nigga, if this is what y'all want, you think how, you know, imagine how easy it is for Jay-Z to make a fucking, you know what I'm saying? But obviously, it's that y'all got sold to the whole look and the sound. We all get sold on that. But when we get older, we see like, yo, the art is in a decline for us people that love art. We love art, but do you love it so much that you be like, hold up, let me check art though. We gotta check art, nigga. That's part of it too. And that's why you gotta fucking give praise to Kanye West. Not praise like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, he fucking outdid Drake and Donda. And Donda 2 wasn't even that fucking bad, nigga. Like, that was fucking crazy. Pero, you know, I fucks with Kanye, so of course I'm gonna seem biased, but I mean, y'all check the temperature. How that was on CLB by his own fans. And it was probably a good album, but nigga, with that hype, nigga, hell no, nigga. Donda came in and I bet you it has way more replay value. It was ridiculous. It spoke more to the soul. And Kanye championed himself on that. I mean, think about it. This is the same dude that had to do it with 50 Cent at the height of Bang Bang Shoot 'em Up, nigga. What? Don't forget that. But now more than ever, we gotta protect it. We gotta stop being divided because our power is so huge. Like how they say we are the trendsetters, you know, particularly blacks and Hispanics though. You know what I'm saying? We out there, we're right there. White people too, you know what I'm saying? But like the fact that there's still robbery in the contract, that's disgusting. And that's why it's good that more people are going into the term partnerships. It's not no you work for me and I work for you type of shit. Well, that is a partnership. But you know how people can get a little exaggerated with terms and shit. But it's not to the point that we gotta change the word landlords. No, but we gotta know how to play the game also. And that starts with us not being so divided. Like, that's the main thing I'm speaking about on this fucking podcast this hour, because I'm already at 59. And I touched up on other shit, but come on, man. Like, that's the main thing. And you know why I say that? Because I thought about it like this. Don't get it twisted. If everybody that's in the Washington Heights area listens to my podcast and they make this shit hot, that's all it takes, you fucking dumbasses. That's all it takes. I can fucking be famous, not famous. You see how I don't like how that shit sounded. No, I could be a little bit more with more opportunity, let's just say. And with that I mean money. And then I could be like, yeah, and boom, put up your business, shine on your business. But we need everybody on the same book. I mean, on the same page. Shit, we need people at least in the same fucking book. We're not even on the same book, nigga. I'm on a book and you on the Kindle. But I wanted to speak about more different shit, obviously, on this podcast. I'll be having mad ideas and shit, and I come and I just spit it off the top, you know what I'm saying, which is good. And it's, you know, I just gotta keep working on my craft, I guess, as a podcaster. This is a podcasting. I am a podcaster. It is what it is. But it doesn't feel like that because I'm just speaking from the heart. Shit that this is right here, you know, like, this is how I told my peeps. Like, yo, this is just 1 hour long voice note, which iPhone should fucking fix anyways. They fix everything but the fucking voice notes. Like, I gotta do voice notes. Like, fuck the emojis and whatever. The fucking voice notes, that's what it is, nigga. You know, Nextel walkie-talkies it. You know what I'm saying? Bring that back. But that's how I do it. It's basically a 1 hour voice note of just what's going on in my head. You know what I'm saying? How I see shit. I need to just get the subjects more structured. Because I'm pretty sure people just rather not hear me go off the top and no order. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring the order in because that helps me out too. I can, you know how I do. I fucking go in, and maybe that's what people may like about it that makes this unique, is like I can have the topic here and I just open up different windows and different ideas and thoughts, but it's all off the top, you know what I'm saying? So you have to just hold on, you know what I'm saying? And not everything's gonna be answered, but that's life. Not everything gonna be answered, nigga. Shit. But we're just exploring and questioning with logic. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold on to your logic. I know we can start believing on everything, but you gotta, you know, there has to be the anchor. That's why a ship can go fast and it can be heavy, but it still needs an anchor. You know what I'm saying? You throw that anchor down, nigga, with the logic, because you gotta make sure, hold up, because nigga, if it was like that, we all will be getting bamboozled, which we are getting bamboozled right now. Where's the logic? We need to bring that back. And by that is unity, a strong family in the household. I mean, think about it. Imagine a kid going to school and he hasn't even ate, and he's so strong that he wouldn't even show it. Or that one kid that just breaks because, you know, he couldn't hold it and he wants to cry because he tells you he hasn't even ate, and you were like, who the fuck are these kids' parent? You feel me? So we gotta like sewing, like patching, like patchwork. Use the needle, sew it up. You know what I'm saying? All these pictures about the Crips and the Bloods holding hands, but nah, we don't see that shit. Niggas, to the point that people from their own sets is killing each other. With a strong culture of real, not a fucking hip hop culture, no, a strong culture, we wouldn't need you know what I'm saying? Like it would be like a given. Where even your kids could be, oh, I caught your kid doing what? With these kids? Who's these kids' parent? All that bullshit needs to come back like how it was. And maybe it is in some parts. And if for those parts, keep doing your thing. But not when we see the crime being like this, and it happens with every generation. So it could be like, yeah, but when y'all was old, you know what I'm saying, y'all was killing. Yeah, I know, but let's stop it. This ain't a fucking fad. It's that mentality, like, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of us don't want to go, you know, to the Bible on certain shit. You know, y'all missing out. I understand why people want to push it on everybody, but you can't. It needs to come to you. And I think the Bible even says that. So, you know what I'm saying? All those people who are really pushing it, I guess, you know, they missed out on that part of the Bible. But I get why they push it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely structure and order. But it's definitely the sword that you need in Zelda. Like when Zelda, you play the game, and the guy, he goes, hold up. Before you go out there, it's a dangerous world. Take this. And he gives you the sword. And then you get the shield. And then from there, you know, you go ahead and kick ass. And that's what you need, because listen, well, all these influences and all this by the ways and all these fine prints and you get this story on the news, but it's really, we're not even telling you the shit behind the curtain. You know, all that shit could drive people insane and can confuse them a lot. And when you're confused, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You have no direction, and your emotions go right with it. Just like everybody's emotions when they're like, oh, you are a Trump supporter, we cannot be friends. Yeah. Now look, flash forward. Now it's so bad that because y'all did that, y'all don't even want to admit that y'all was wrong. And that's going in every fucking stage of what's going on. Like that whole Trump shit is going to be so important in history, because it not only exposed just politics. It exposed how deep people will go with a lie. And how would they self-reflect? And we have social media. So everybody's portraying the image. And then you see the real shit. You have people right now that you can't even show them a Trump picture. They'll just get so triggered. Like, that's hilarious. It has to do with politics, but it really doesn't. Because you know why? Because we got to sort out the people who was like, yo, who are really with this revolution that everybody fantasized with, but it never comes to it. Thank God it hasn't come to our doorstep, because we will get fucking flatlined. Like, you know, I was listening to the story of DR and how it was separated by like 5 caciques, so 5 states, right, and 1 island. And when you hear about, nigga, DR is huge or whatever, how the fuck y'all ain't whip these fucking European niggas' asses? Yeah, they had guns, but damn, nigga, how come? But nah, man, it was just strategy. So when we see the strategy, we gotta fucking notice it. It all goes back to what I spoke about football, Madden. The defenses, you gotta read as a quarterback. When is a blitz? When is not a blitz? When is a cover? You gotta read that shit. You gotta read that shit ahead. You gotta be like fucking Peyton Manning, going ballistic before the snap and doing Omaha, and all these fucking adjustments. You have to do that. These people obviously have bad intentions, because the way they can infiltrate and never really change shit, you shouldn't even have us thinking about, yo, hold up, nothing changed. You should have us fucking living the lap of luxury, and then do y'all dirt, so we can just be like, well, I have money. I don't want to think about that. Like, that's how you should trick us. But no, y'all so greedy. Anyways, let me just end it right there. Pirate Radio, episode 66. We're going to talk more of this bullshit next week. Peace. The best podcast in Washington Heights. Eventually, the best podcast in New York City, at least. Peace.